So we will have a round table discussion for any questions which you have for the team, for the CIO, for Manishna ji. कोई भी questions आपकी queries हैं, कोई discussion points हैं, so the team is in front of you. You can ask your queries. तो एक 10-15 मिनट आधे घंटे का एक वो रख लेते हैं Q&A, and then we'll move on to the next point.
My name is Manish Nath. I am with Venturex for almost a year now. I have an experience in the portfolio management for the last 12 years. I have a track record of getting 44% per annum, and I was in US earlier, and I have a framework through which I can come up with investment ideas, and looking forward to meet with all of you.
Big round of applause, guys.
Hello everyone, pleasure to have you all here today with us. I'm Nishima, I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Planify, and I take care of all the due diligence work in Planify, so whatever company you see today, it all goes by my hand. Thank you.
So guys, just to break the ice, so I have a question for Manishna ji. एक क्वेश्चन मेरे से पूछा था हमारे पार्टनर्स ने आज, एंड आई सेड कि ये तो मैं मनीषना जी से पूछूंगा. तो मनीष जी, आपने मतलब ज्योति रेजिन में इन्वेस्टमेंट किया था, और मैंने इनिशियली बताया यहाँ पे कि वो 1 करोड़ की इन्वेस्टमेंट 700 करोड़ हो गई. तो आपने 2013 में ऐसा क्या देखा कि व्हाट मेड यू इन्वेस्ट इन ज्योति रेजिन, और व्हाट मेड यू इन्वेस्ट इन एस्ट्रल पाइप?
तो we can start with Astral Pipe. Astral Pipe में I was seeing the profit growth over the past 5-10 years, like CAGR of more than 75%, and same with the revenue growth, and then ROE, ROC, like all the fundamental metrics were kind of meeting all the framework criteria, and margins were extremely stable and kind of growing. So that's like the sign of that we have a moat over there, and honest management, competent, and so yeah, we have to kind of play with some of these bets, and all the multi-baggers they are not like kind of showing on the day one itself. So we will see how it's kind of growing. So from there we can see whether the price pattern is kind of matching with the financials of the company, and if it's kind of growing on a steady basis, then it's a sign that it can be a potential multi-bagger. So many of the companies which were not which were kind of selected at that time, but were not multi-bagger because they were not able to kind of keep up with the growth. So it's all about like profit growth, sales growth, and some other kind of metrics are there. So yeah.
All right. Thanks Manish ji. Guys, और कोई questions हो, आपकी queries हो? Yeah, please.
Hi, good evening, Manish ji. So Rajesh bhai has been quite vocal about how fortunate he is, you being part of his team, right? And rightly so, of course, right? So Manish ji, my question है because last 1 year in terms of valuations, right? A lot of people have talked about that valuations stretched there. कुछ लोगों के लिए, कुछ लोगों के लिए नहीं है. But we have seen some kind of a flamboyancy in the valuation, at least valuation aspect of it, right? Now, how do you see this playing out from here onwards? Although yes, last 1 month we have seen a lot of correction, चाहे वो small cap हो या probably SME segment में भी हमने काफी valuations को calibrate होते देखा है. So, how do you see things going forward from here?
So yeah, we are seeing that corrections तो है market में, जैसे जो हमने बोला कि जो हम देख भी रहे हैं, और like many of the companies have kind of corrected 30% in the past few months, as you rightly said. So we have to kind of look at the price to earnings to growth, not just like the PE value, because let's say the PE of Wari was around 75 when we kind of picked it, and the price to earning to growth was making sense. So if you are just looking at the PE ratio, तो फिर ये सारे जो भी आपके जो भी multi-baggers होंगे, ये फिर आप बस नहीं रहेंगे, फिर ये एक प्रॉब्लम है. और ये बेसिकली कमिंग आउट ऑफ फ्रेमवर्क जो है, दिस इज लाइक द क्रेम डे ला क्रेम स्टॉक्स. इट्स नॉट दैट कि जैसे कि रैंडम पोर्टफोलियो बन गया और वहाँ से कुछ निकल के आ रहे हैं, तो ऐसा नहीं है. इसमें पहला स्टेप है क्वांट स्टेप है, जिसमें से कि 1500 कंपनीज में से हम निकालते हैं टॉप 150, और फिर वहाँ से वो आते हैं. तो उसमें काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें उसमें जा रही हैं इन द बैकग्राउंड, विच इज़ लाइक टॉप मॉडल बोल लीजिए या मतलब एक्सपीरियंस बोल लीजिए या एक होता है कि टैलेंट बोल लीजिए, जो भी आपको समझ में आए. But you are right, not all high PE companies will be kind of growing. Some of them will kind of falter, and we have to we are like in this game for the long run. So it's not that कि अगर एक क्वार्टर खराब हो गया या एक साल खराब हो गया तो उससे कुछ फर्क पड़ने वाला है. लॉन्ग रन में इंडिया में ही ग्रोथ है, which we are very very confident because I can monitor the global markets as well. So इसमें इंडिया की जो स्टोरी है, it's like the extremely excellent story over here. So इसमें कोई टेंशन की बात नहीं है. यहाँ पे हमें हमारा फोकस होना चाहिए कि अगर हमने किसी कंपनी को निकाला है at a market cap of 1000 CR, so whether the company has the potential to go 10x from here or not, from here, irrespective की क्या वैल्यूएशन चल रहा है, क्या वो चल रहा है, वो तो हमने उसमें ऑलरेडी we have taken care of that. बट अगर वो हो रहा है ग्रो तो फिर ठीक है. और उसमें इंडिया में ही सारे मतलब वेल्थ क्रिएटर्स हैं यहाँ पे इस समय इन दिस सेगमेंट. So I think we are on the right track.
Right. So if you could probably put a pecking order in terms of which all financial matrices are very important and relevant for you while analyzing an SME IPO, because I don't know about others, but I'm not very familiar with the SME IPO segment, right? Because small cap, mid cap, small cap हम सब देखते रहते हैं, पढ़ते रहते हैं, समझ में आता रहता है. But as a if you talk about SME IPO, at least I'm not familiar. I'm not sure about others, but as a fund manager, which all financial matrices you think that these are something कि इसका कोई replacement नहीं है, मतलब ये होगा तो ही आगे जाएंगे.
तो वैल्यूएशन से हो गई, ग्रोथ रेट हो गया, मार्जिन्स हो गए, डेट बहुत कम होना चाहिए, प्लेजिंग बहुत कम होनी चाहिए. एंड वी आर लुकिंग एट कंपनीज विच पोस्ट आईपीओ जिनका एक हिस्ट्री है, ट्रेडिंग हिस्ट्री है, सो वी कैन सी कि क्या चल रहा है उसमें प्राइस में. एंड ऑब्वियसली उसमें जो प्रोडक्ट होना चाहिए वो काफ़ी मतलब उसमें कुछ ना कुछ एक खास बात होनी चाहिए, कुछ निश होना चाहिए, कुछ डिफरेंट होना चाहिए उसमें. सो ये सब चीज़ें हैं एंड इट कम्स विद एक्सपीरियंस. इट्स नॉट लाइक कि एक दिन में आ जाएगा, 2 दिन में आ जाएगा, 1 साल में आ जाएगा. इट टेक्स टाइम एंड एज अ सेड यू हैव टू गो विद द फेथ कि इंडिया में ग्रोथ हो रही है. अगर अच्छी कंपनीज में हम लगा रहे हैं पैसा तो उसमें धीमे धीमे करके ग्रोथ आनी शुरू हो जाएगी. सो वी हैव टू not kind of go into the negative side of that and we kind of try to kind of see कि, और ये आता है एक्सपीरियंस से. जैसे कि आपने अगर देखा कि अगर आपने एक एस्ट्रा निकाला हुआ है अगर डेकेड अगो, तो आपको एक्सपीरियंस है कि ठीक है एस्ट्रा की ये वाली क्वालिटीज हैं which I am seeing now. So this is an investing is an old wine kind of business, so you cannot get better at it.
Thank you very much.
Just to add to it, I want Ishma, if you can throw some light while taking an IPO कि आप ड्यू डिलीजेंस में क्या क्या चीजें देख रहे हैं.
So we have a very extensive, as Rajesh mentioned, 85 pointers checklist with us. If I talk about only the financials perspective, so we have done a very interesting study where we noticed that the companies who has given a 10x returns are those companies whose revenue has at least grown by 40% CAGR. So this is our one of the metric कि अगर 10x वाली कंपनीज लेनी है फंड के लिए तो उसका रेवेन्यू ग्रोथ बेयर मिनिमम 40% से ग्रो आपका करना चाहिए. एंड देन ऑफ कोर्स द प्रॉफिटेबिलिटी एंड अपार्ट ROE ROC and should not be very high leveraged business, but so I have all the team segregated among the sectors. Apart from the financial metrics, what different we do is hypothetically if you are looking for a solar company, so we'll see कि इतना गीगावाट इसने इंस्टॉल कर दिया, इतनी मेरी वैल्यूएशन है. सो एंटरप्राइज वैल्यू डिवाइड बाय गीगावाट, तो वो मल्टीपल कितना बनता है. मतलब अगर वॉरी मुझे 1x पे अवेलेबल है एंड इफ आई गेट अनदर कंपनी जो 5x पे अवेलेबल होगी, व्हाई वुड आई गो फॉर दैट कंपनी. सो योर सेक्टर स्पेसिफिक मैट्रिसेस मेक्स इक्वल डिफरेंस एज योर फाइनेंशियल ड्यू डिलिजेंस आल्सो.
Yeah, Manish ji, there's a question for you, Manish ji. Like, once you are analyzing any stock that you're looking for investment, first point is, are you sector agnostic or are you looking, pan sector?
ऐसा कोई सेक्टर का हमारा कोई क्राइटेरिया नहीं है. वी आर लुकिंग फ्रॉम पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ प्रॉफिट ग्रोथ, सेल्स ग्रोथ, डेट कम होना चाहिए, वैल्यूएशन कम होना चाहिए, उसमें जो भी आ जाए. और उसके बाद देन वी आर गोइंग टू काइंड ऑफ लुक इनटू ईच कंपनी एंड देन सी कि इसमें ये मतलब इफ इट्स इन आवर सर्कल ऑफ कॉन्फिडेंस और नॉट.
So during the course of the presentation, we've seen the thesis, basis which you are making the investments. Now my point is, especially the space where you are operating, the SME segment, there are very few organized players in the chosen area of sector that you're taking. How exactly do you make comparison in view of the fact, like an example that semiconductor company was given wherein they were selling cashews as well. So like how exactly do you differentiate? What exactly are your marking points apart from the financial parameters?
सो वी आर लुकिंग एट कि इसमें इनका एक्सपीरियंस क्या है, जैसे कि उन्होंने बताया कि भाई देख रहे हैं कि सेमीकंडक्टर बोल करके कैशू वहाँ पे चल रहा है, तो वो एक प्रॉब्लम हो गई वहीं पे. और अगर उनका एक्सपीरियंस नहीं है, दे आर काइंड ऑफ एंटरिंग इनटू अ न्यू टेरिटरी, सो दैट्स ए फ्लैग बेसिकली. सो ये है.
So इसको like how exactly are you differentiating? मतलब उसमें ना आपका check points क्या होता है? Like Ishima ने mention किया, you got a huge list of due diligence activities, fair enough. But once you are taking a decision, so that decision has to be firm because it's a long-term relationship with the company. How exactly are you evaluating such kind of companies or parting away from these companies?
Yeah, so अगर वो if they are not able to kind of grow at a rate, तो अगर वो if they are entering into a new business, obviously their margins and their growth and all will kind of slow down. So वो उसमें आ जाएगा. And we are looking from the top point of view कि एकदम crème de la crème हम वहाँ से we are kind of स्क्रीनिंग इट. सो वो उसमें नहीं आएंगे एक्चुअली, वहीं पे दे विल बी काइंड ऑफ. और अगर वो आ भी गई अगर पॉइंट स्टेज में, तो फंडामेंटल स्टेज में जब हम जाएंगे एंड वी विल लुक एट ईच कंपनी ऑन देयर वेबसाइट एंड देयर एनुअल रिपोर्ट्स एंड ऑल, सो वी कैन काइंड ऑफ सी वेरी इजीली.
So last point, Manish ji. Yeah, Ishma, you had something.
Yeah, I was just adding to another point to this. So we were actually doing a due diligence for a manufacturing company. And as per my limited understanding, manufacturing company तो PPA भी तो अच्छी खासी होनी चाहिए. Their margins were around 3 or 4%. So I told my team कि इतने margins भी trading business के हो सकते हैं. इसका PPA schedule check करते हैं. When we opened the PPA schedule, it was just like 1 crore or 2 crore PPA, just a very small building and plant. So claiming themselves as a manufacturing company and still you have such a low PPA schedule and your margins is actually giving you the whole story. So we tried to connect the dots. I'll give you another example. So there was a food delivery business. They have a very huge chunk of other income. So I said, "Acha, aise karo." I told to my team ki let's remove the other income from their P&L and let's see if they're still profitable or not. The moment we have removed the other income, they were not profitable. And this has actually been from the last 3 or 4 years. So that's how we're trying to understand that whether whatever they're claiming, is it true or not. So these kind of pointers we check in our due diligence.
Manish, one last point for you. Like when we are talking of the SME space now, this has grown multifold because the MSME Act, that encompasses so many companies which were erstwhile small companies, but now graduated to mid companies or large companies. So while making the investments in such companies, actually, there would be certain parameters on which you're basing it, especially in view of the fact there are many companies as such who don't have peers in the same line of business. How exactly would you look at these investments?
तो जैसे मैंने बोला कि अगर सर्कल ऑफ कॉम्पिटेंस में नहीं है तो वहीं पे प्रॉब्लम स्टार्ट हो गई है फ्रॉम आवर साइड ओनली. मतलब ठीक है, अगर वो कंपनी ग्रो कर रही है बट इफ वी आर नॉट एक्सट्रीमली कंफर्टेबल तो कोई वैसा जरूरत नहीं है. वी डोंट वांट टू हैव ऑल द मल्टी बैगर्स. मतलब अगर कुछ भी अगर आ गए हमारे पास वेल्थ क्रिएटर, सो आई थिंक आवर जॉब इज एज अ टीम इज काइंड ऑफ डन. सो ये इसमें कोई ना, वी डोंट हैव टू काइंड ऑफ गेट ऑल द मल्टी बैगर्स एंड ट्राई टू काइंड ऑफ गो आउट ऑफ आवर सर्कल ऑफ कॉम्पिटेंस. सो ये है.
Thank you.
Manish, this is Vikas here. Can you talk to us about the valuations at this point of time for SMEs as a whole? How comfortable you are?
So अगर growth है तो valuations are okay because I'm not looking at just at like PE. I'm looking at PEG. So अगर PEG makes sense and the markets are good, though again we will have the same kind of rally in the next 1 year or so.
Yeah, hi, this is Tokik. So I had a question for Manish. So let's say a company, for example, let's say Polymetric, right? So which played out very well in the market initially, but when you look at a forensic level of due diligence, right, and it kind of tells that it has acquired a company like Nissan Technologies, and when you go back and search, even the employees of Nissan, right, they are just random profiles on LinkedIn when you do the forensic kind of diligence. Right, so see, apart from the annual report or apart from the fundamentals which are present to us, how do we deal in the forensics of such companies, say, if we don't have a direct promoter access as well at times? Considering our ticket sizes deal to deal.
So we are not trying to kind of get into area where we are not very comfortable. अगर हमें नहीं समझ में आ रहा है तो we don't have to kind of get into that. As I said, we already have figured out very decent companies जहाँ पे हमारे पास access है, जहाँ से we are very very comfortable with the framework जो हमारे जो मतलब companies आई हैं. तो we don't have to kind of go and get and extend our circle of competence. So that's where again we are kind of getting back to that.
Just to
any scope of forensic analysis that you do apart from the annual report or all?
right, I'll request
Yeah.
Ishima to basically
Yeah.
cater to this answer because Polymatic comes under unlisted. And Niji does not track unlisted shares. So his circle of competence is in the SME space. So if Ishima could throw some light on the due diligence and how actually we flagged out why Polymatic should not be invested. So I think Ishima can.
For Polymatic, I remember me and Rajesh, we were having a discussion. I told him that this is not a good company and I don't know why the whole industry is gaga about this. And he said, why? Why do you think so? I said, look at the annual report. Again, and he said, this is a technology company, this is a semiconductor company. Ideally, they should have a big plant. Their PP&E schedule is quite huge, but it was not. Then their electricity expense should be huge. It's a technology company. Factory अगर पूरा दिन चलती है, इतनी तो सस्ती नहीं हो सकती electricity. There was no electricity expenses. There were no salary expenses. So these kind of red flags we have encountered. The another example I'll give you, I'll not disclose the name, but we have got an opportunity near back. So I looked at the annual report, and the moment my team showed me the annual report, I said, "Ye books fudged hai." And they said, "Why are you saying this, Ishima?" I mean, just the previous year, this company has a PAT margin of 2%, and suddenly this company is having a PAT margin of 12%. This cannot be possible. And we are, चाहे वो दिखा नहीं रहा हो कि उसको कैश बचाना है, but we are not going ahead with this company. And with God grace, हमारा due diligence इतना अच्छा है, they are planning to bring their IPO from last 2 years, but they were not able to do it. For forensic हमारा इतना भी होता है, वेंडर्स के साथ बैठते हैं, पूछते हैं कि बाबू पैसे देता है कि नहीं देता है, तुम्हारे ड्यूज क्लियर हो रहे हैं टाइम से कि नहीं हो रहे हैं ड्यूज क्लियर. So we go into that deep because we have to make money for investors. Investors पैसे बनाएंगे तो हम बनाएंगे, and then they'll come back to us again. So the quadrant that company did, I visited the plant, I met the promoters thrice. Till the time we did not get the assurance, till the time we did not spoke to the laborers also, we did not get कि हमें इसमें करना भी है. So that kind of forensic FDD we do.
So considering we are coming under a capacity of a fund, is it kind of a prerequisite that a promoter meeting will be compulsory and a thorough due diligence will be there apart from just investing into those opportunities?
Absolutely. Due diligence is the first prerequisite that we're going to do, and from all the angles. FDD, VDD, DDD, we will not do every single damn thing.
And in forensic we cover each aspect. जैसे फील्ड पे जाना है ना, वही जो हमने बात करी थी, लीगल, फाइनेंशियल एंड इवन टेक्नोलॉजी वाइज, qualitative, quantitative, corporate governance. So all of these aspects gets covered. There is as we earlier mentioned, कि 85 point की checklist है. So now we are getting another person on board, मतलब जिन्होंने पहले गो मैकेनिक का भी फ्रॉड पकड़ा था. So we are very much clear कि अगर बंदा सही है तभी करेंगे. In spite कि SME चाहे लिस्ट चाहे कुछ भी हो, कि भाई we are not chasing merchant bankers, we are not chasing यूफोरिया, वी आर चेजिंग गुड कंपनीज. अगर मैनेजमेंट अच्छी है तभी जाएंगे, अदरवाइज नहीं करना. कोई फर्क नहीं है कैसी मर्जी लिस्टिंग हो रही हो.
Good evening all. My question is to Mr. The question is related to the exit checks that you have for the companies. For example, most of the companies that you are investing, would have a lot of historical data, whatever due diligence you are doing is fine. But once you have invested, you have a horizon of let's say 3 years. In between, if something wrong is going on in the company, or they get into a zone wherein they want to tinker the books or want to do something wrong, how do you catch that? What exit checks you have created for these companies? When do you decide that this is the time I will exit this investment?
So mostly ये होता नहीं है, लेकिन अगर कहीं पे अगर हो जाता है तो it will again start showing in the numbers and in the price also, because the market is also extremely smart. So वो कहीं ना कहीं पे कैच हो जाएगा. बट जैसे कि आपका जो मेन क्वेश्चन है कि भाई कब जाके करते हैं एग्जिट, तो अगर हमने किसी कंपनी को अगर वी हैव फाउंड इट एट लेट्स से 500 CR, सो वी वेट फॉर द कंपनी टू कैन ऑफ गो लाइक 10x. अगर वो हमारे 5,000 10,000 CR के रेंज में है तो हम लोग वहाँ पे उसको ट्रैक कर रहे हैं, अदरवाइज वी विल कैन ऑफ फिक्स इट. सो ये लाइक बेस्ड ऑन द मार्केट कैप. आई एम सेइंग अगर लेना, क्योंकि जो ग्रोथ होती है, जैसे कि राजेश जी ने कहा कि जो ग्रोथ होती है वो 100 CR से लेकर के 10,000 CR में जो फास्टेस्ट ग्रोथ होती है, ये मतलब जो भी तक आया डेटा. So based on that, we are very confident that we have some of those multi-baggers with us.